thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a look at 2022 for you. Before we get into it, I'm going to leave the information listed in the description. If you want to get this reading, just check there. And let's go ahead and discuss what I see for the year ahead. So for 2022 Libras, this feels like a year where soul searching is in full effect. You guys are going to be really learning about yourself, especially on a spiritual level. This feels like soul searching, finding a deeper purpose beyond just like what you're meant to do career-wise, or what you're meant to do like, yeah, like in a physical sense, in the tangible world, but more so like what your soul is yearning for is like a deeper understanding of like a connection, your connection with God, and like understanding why certain experiences you had to go through, why even like the oh my God, I can't talk today, generational curses that you may have existing within your family, why they may exist. It's like a lot of soul searching, trying to understand from a spiritual standpoint exactly who you are, what your role is in the universe, like on that level. A lot of you may be interested in learning more about the mysteries of life as a whole. You may be interested in learning more about occult knowledge, or wanting to learn more about like the Hermetic principles and things like that, numerology, astrology. You may be finding yourself just intrigued by certain subjects, or just wanting to gain as much information as you can when it comes to mysticism and like occult knowledge in a sense. A lot of you will be receiving a lot of downloads as well. This feels like you having very vivid dreams. You could even have ancestors like your grandma, grandfather, your parent, somebody who passed away who was very close to you, or just exists within your family, like send a lot of, how do I put this into words? Like you may see them in your home. They may send you a lot of like messages via your dreams. Like I'm just seeing a whole bunch of stuff. It's interesting. But yeah, I just see you guys like trying to understand life in a very spiritual way. Like what's the cause, what's the reason of certain experiences that you had to go through. And I think that this year is going to be really great for you when it comes to disassociating from the ego, and you know, the ego wanting us to kind of take things extremely personal. But moving beyond that, another thing I'm kind of sensing for you, this feels like a more upbeat, happy year for you in terms of you being more optimistic. Where in 2021 you may have been like beating yourself down, struggling with like anxiety and worry and overthinking. This year you're like coming in, you're like, this is my year to shine. This is my year to do my thing. Especially if you didn't feel like you gave it all you got in 2021. You guys are really going to be doing your thing in 2022 in terms of showing up for yourself. And it starts with the mind. Okay, if you're optimistic about the decisions and the choices you're going to make, you're going to go in to those things feeling good and producing good things. So that's what I see for you guys in terms of that. You also may be gaining a level of like hope or faith again. Like, again, it just feels like you guys are really getting close to God this year. God, the universe, whatever you believe in. You guys are getting closer and closer to the divine, because of the fact that you guys are like taking your focus away from negativity, or allowing yourself to be consumed with anxiety, and it feels good. Another thing I'm kind of getting here, a lot of you are going to be the magician of your circumstance, your situation. And when I say that, you guys are going to literally be in control of 2022 and how it manifests. If you want to manifest a new job, you have control over that this year. If you want to manifest the love of your life, you have control of that. It's just all about you needing to understand that you possess all those things within you already, not thinking that it's separate from you, you know? Understanding that abundance isn't something that's separate from you. You are abundance. And once you understand that you are something, then it attracts to you easier. Okay, some of you may be dabbling into magic yourself, like literal magic. I definitely would take it easy. Make sure you don't do anything that you can't really go back from, okay? Especially no love spells. If you're gonna do love spells, do it on yourself only and not anyone else, okay? Because then you start messing with stuff that you can't get rid of on your own, okay? Now, another thing I'm kind of getting here. Okay, so I get this energy of you guys kind of taking baby steps within your marriage to try to fix it. A lot of you who are in a relationship right now where it's not the healthiest, you guys are going to be trying to take like minor steps towards fixing that relationship. If you're like separated from your person or like married to them, but there's like extreme trust issues and you guys have not been on the best of terms, this is going to be an awesome year for you guys to handle things in a very mature way and try to fix things. All right. I also see some of you may be getting to know someone new and you guys may be gradually like taking things to the next level. Not rushing into a serious relationship, but more so taking steps towards that. So this is what I see. Let me go ahead and flip the camera so we can go ahead and lay the cards out and see what comes up. And like I said, if you want this reading for yourself, check out the information below and let's get started. Libras, let's see what 2022 has in store for you. What does 2022 have in store for you, Libras? This is going to be a 8-card spread. Okay, so getting started, the overall theme, I have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is starting stable avenue, and this is awesome energy to have as the overall theme. This year is about collecting the coins, okay? You guys are going to be making some new money, having new security around love, career. You may get a new home. You may like acquire some sort of new land. Like something here about this energy feels like you guys are bossing up in a financial sense and also just in an overall practical sense. All right. I see that there's going to be a lot of new stuff that's starting for you. You guys may literally, I just get this energy of some of you moving, and then that move is a breakthrough for you guys to like just start getting all these different blessings. You may get a new relationship in that move, get a new job, a new place, all these things that kind of trickle in after you guys take that leap of faith. And in order to get this Ace of Pentacles energy, you have to be willing to have faith in the choices that you're making this year and believing that they're going to produce the results that you're looking for. So it's like Spirit's rewarding you for actually saying, you know what, I'm going to try to put myself in a position to win. So that's really good. Now, speaking of career, work, and finances, I have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you guys are trailblazing this year. You guys have a strategy, you have a plan, you guys understand the assignment. A lot of you are like not playing any games when it comes to your career. All right, this feels like this is going to be your year. Point blank period. Why is the Queen of Swords here for career? Hold on. There may be ideas that you have that you really want to pursue. That's why I say you need to have courage, because you may have some great ideas that come through, but anxiety, worry, thinking that you're not, you know, thinking logically, or I don't know, talking yourself out of things could cause you to have delays if you're not careful. But I have the Ace of Cups that fell. So yeah, a lot of you want it. You're hungry this year. That's why you guys are really doing your thing, because you guys are hungry. You have desires that you want to fulfill, or you're doing it for your family. You're doing it for the life that you want to live. So a lot of you are extremely focused. Okay. Now, when it comes to your love life, I have the Hangman. So for a lot of you, you could be, if you're single, I'm talking to you, you could be more so focused on yourself. I think that's why you may be excelling more in regards to your career, because a lot of you are kind of like putting love on the back burner on purpose. Or some of you, maybe it's not so on purpose, but there may be delays in your love life just because Spirit wants you to focus more so on practical things and just getting your energy in alignment. For my people who are in a relationship, there could be aspects of your relationship that you guys are having to deal with. I think I said this in the beginning. There's aspects of this relationship that you have to deal with in order for you guys to get to that next level in your relationship, like getting married, moving in together. If you guys are already in that energy, it's like there's something about your relationship that could be better. So it doesn't feel like you guys are at odds at times, or like not talking to each other, or it just feels like things are stagnant or boring. There may be even a need for a change in perspective when it comes to love, just for my Libras in general, so that you guys don't have delays there if that's not what you're, you know, wanting to hear. Now, spiritual growth with the Four of Wands, which is the Joyous Home Gardens. Your spiritual growth is definitely going to come from your family expanding. Some of you guys are going to have a grandchild come in this year. Some of you just recently had a baby, so like that's been really helping you develop and become a better person, because you have a child or children to think about or worry about. For a lot of you, you may be more so like focusing on your spiritual practices and putting, how do I say this? Some of you are like putting more spiritual practices into your routine. So this is like meditating when you have free time at home, putting crystals around your home. Like there could be a lot of spiritual development that's happening, because a lot of you, your focus is more so on family, your home life, like just domestic stuff. Some of you guys may have like ancestors come visit you in your home. But what I see in terms of the advice, I do have the Four of Pentacles, which is the holding on tight avenue. And the advice is to make sure that you're not holding on tightly to things. Understand that the more that you hold tightly onto something, it's out of scarcity. So whenever you feel like you need to hold on tightly to money, that's from scarcity. Not saying just spend all your money, but don't feel like, okay, I can't spend for the next 10 days when you know that's not possible. You're going to have to put gas in your car. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. So like a scarcity mindset, what it does, it kind of like does this thing where you feel like you're lacking something. And when you try to manifest from that, you're like only going to manifest more delays, because you're manifesting out of lack. Not out of understanding that you are those things that you're trying to attract. Same thing with love. If you're trying to hold on too tightly to a marriage or relationship, it only repels even more, especially if it's not meant for you. Okay. Now, what I see in regards to what will empower you this year. With the Judgment card, this is epiphanies that you're going to have. This is understandings that you guys are going to stumble across. This is the spiritual awakening we were kind of talking about earlier. That may be coming about for a lot of you. And this could be another spiritual awakening. Even though you may have went through one already, some of you have to get prepared for another one, because I definitely see another spiritual awakening coming your way. Also, you making like judgment calls, you making final calls on things that you've been putting off, like decisions you've been putting off, is what's going to empower you as well. Because some of you have been procrastinating and have been like putting critical decisions off to the side. That could be helping you if you made that decision to quit that job or get that job or whatever this decision may be. Now, what do you need to be focusing on this year with the Five of Pentacles, or not Five of Pentacles, excuse me, the Eight of Cups, which is the leave it all behind place. What you need to focus on is moving forward. After the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment, being happy, being content. So what may need to happen here is you guys need to more so focus on what's ahead of you and getting to that point of being satisfied or getting your desires met after leaving some things behind in 2021. Okay, this is making sure you're not focusing on what you left behind, but what you're headed towards. Now, the last card is going to represent your most important lesson this year. And with the King of Swords, this has a lot to do with you. You're going to be your most important lesson. You learning about self, things that you can fix about yourself, your thought process as well, like your mental health is also going to be a theme here. There may be a lesson around, let me clarify before I say that. Yeah, there may be a lesson around consistency. Like if you guys come into this year being consistent in your efforts, oh yeah, you guys are going to take over. But inconsistency may be the thing that stops you from your full potential. So this is what I see. I wish you the best of luck this year, and I will talk to you later.